What's a Danish Superliga game actually like? Yesterday I saw OB play Randers in the relegation round of the Danish Superliga. Whilst it wasn't exactly the Premier League, I really enjoyed myself, so here's a few of my observations of what a game in Denmark's like. OB play their games at Nature Energy Park. Though it only has a capacity of nearly 16,000, it's actually the fifth largest football stadium in Denmark. Whilst it might not be the very biggest, you could also argue that there isn't a bad seat in the house. I think there's some really good deals to be had. For example, I sat in a free seating area. For 150 krona, or less than £20, you can sit in any seat, undesignated, in the lower portion of one of the main stands. If you're happy standing with the ultras, there's also a standing section, which is common in a lot of Europe. And whilst tickets are upwards of 1,500 krona, or about £200, I really fancy the look of the hospitality away from the view that I had. Now, whilst there was a lively atmosphere, I was a little surprised by the attendance. At the conclusion of the match, the announcer announced that there was just under 9,000 in the stadium, including about 100 supporters who come all the way from Randers. And no disrespect to Randers, respect to them. They were very loud and animated. For context, Randers is 170 kilometres away from Odense, which is an eternity in Danish standards. But this game was effectively a six-pointer, with OB and Randers second and third respectively in the relegation group. Whichever team finishes top of the relegation group qualifies for a playoff, which enables them to play in the Europa Conference League. Because OB won the game, they're only 1 point off the top space now, so I would have expected a fuller house. That being said, I thought the quality of the game was fantastic. OB beat Randers 3-1, and there was a variety of goals from in the area, outside the box, and a lot of creativity from both teams. And what surprised me most was the quality of the officiating. I don't think the crowd, be it Randers or OB, ever disputed a referee or a linesman decision. Maybe Danish football fans are just a bit more polite than we are in England, but the game ran very smoothly. I feel awkward bringing it up, but if I had one criticism, it was the concession stand. In addition to hot dogs, beer, burgers and the like, you can buy pølsemix at the stadium, which are ordinary French fries with a cut-up hot dog scattered over top. OB fans are very defensive of the pølsemix. There are individual kiosks just for selling it, and when the club tried to remove it from the grounds, there were protests. I don't think these were serious protests, but that's classic Danish football for you. A little wink and a nudge. For 60 krona, I was a little disappointed. I know it's just chips and a sausage, but it was pretty bland and not worth the money. The French fries itself were 50 krona, so the way I see it, I got a sausage for 10 krona, or a little more than £1. I can live with that. But if you minus the cost of a pølsemix, for less than £20, I got to see 4 goals in the top flight of Danish football. Well worth the money. There are only a few more games left in the relegation round, but I think I'll see myself back watching OB again this season. Do you want to learn more about Danish football? You can let me know in the comments below.